Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. Today is October 29, 2014, 10:41 p.m., Birmingham, Alabama. And topic, how many Muslims wants Sharia law and honor killing? And I'll give you a quick rundown of that by the country. And I do not have all the countries listed. I have about half of the Muslim people listed. So take that in consideration. Indonesia, 143 million. That's Muslims that want Sharia law. Egypt, 55.2 million. Pakistan, 135.4. Bangladesh, 121.9. Nigeria, 53.7. Iran, 62.1. Turkey, 23.9. Morocco, 24.6. Iraq, 24.3. Afghanistan, 24. Jordan, 3.8. The Palestinian areas, 3.8. France, 1.6 million Muslims want Sharia law, and of those, a large number wants honor killing. Great Britain, 2.2, and the United States, 500,000. Now, I didn't mention Syria, Libya, Yemen, Algeria, Sudan, Saudi Arabia, and many more. And there's another 800 million more. But of the count that I went through was 680 million and 30,000 Muslims. In the neighborhood of 75% of those want Sharia law, and over 50% wants honor killings. All right, and assume the same percentages on the rest of the Muslim world, which totals about 1.6 billion Muslims. And Obama said Muslims are a religion of people, or a peace. And I don't know where he heard that Sharia law is a religion of peace, or Islam. And then why do 800 million people hate all the Jews and all the Americans, all the people in England and in Canada, and want them all dead? Does hate make people crazy, or heat make people crazy? There's a point to this. Does heat make people crazy? I'll get to that in a moment. But go back. Obama says that myth, MYTH, that myth of the tiny radical Muslim minority, I'll cut it off and just say this. That's what it is. It's just a myth. Because the people that want it are the people that want it, and they exceed 800 million counted. And what I was talking about, heat makes people go crazy. I used to have a little lady tell me all the time, she said, "You're crazy with the heat." And so if heat's a problem, then maybe this is why Al Gore is always on this bandwagon. Global warming. Well, let me tell you, global warming is not the problem. The problem is global sin. That's the problem. And fix global sin, and everything else will fix itself. But if you think Islam is a religion of peace, then I got 1 million acres set aside on a tiny island. I sell you for a penny an acre. Oh, heck, I'll cut that in half. But I have to say this. In the Bible, in Ezekiel 38:39, all these countries, all these Muslims, they're going to finally get it all together. They're afraid of Israel. They're afraid they'll get their butt kicked. This is why they haven't attacked them since, well, every time they went in, they got beat. But anyway, their ability to gather together enough Muslims after the next war with Israel will be 0 to none. Take your pick, 0 or none. Because 5 out of 6 of those that attack Israel will die on the mountains above and around Israel in 1 hour. God's fury is thrown up in his face, and that's all it's going to take. Anyway, it is a myth, and Obama thinks it in his mind that he calls it a myth of peace. Muslims that aren't peaceable. Well, you're right, it's a myth because they are not peaceable. The majority of them don't want us around. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't want them here. I don't mind the ones they are of peace, but that number is very little, very small compared to those that don't want it. Anyway, thought I'd throw something in for you. Jody Wolf, Expoz.